Next speaker is Lawrence Rothfield, who is representing the Past for Sale initiative at the University of Chicago.
Thanks. The University of Chicago's Past for Sale project is a 3-year initiative funded by the Neubauer Family Foundation. And the team that's being assembled is an interdisciplinary one that consists of archaeologists, art historians, and anthropologists, but also economists, policy scholars, and legal experts. Our focus is not on so much on what is on the ground, but on the market for antiquities. So we're interested in understanding looting and trafficking, and we're interested in doing policy analysis and market design research on the illicit trade. So we have 3 basic questions that we're trying to answer. The first one is, how is the illicit antiquities market structured geographically, industrially, and socially? We want to know what the shape of demand is, what the price levels are, and how an object accrues value as it goes along the supply chain from the site to its end users. Secondly, we want to know how existing laws and regulations can affect the market. One of the projects that we've got going on whoops, that's not mine. Yeah, so one of the projects we've got going to try to look at that question is more specifically to ask whether it's possible to show whether seizures or criminal prosecutions have had a greater impact on the price of antiquities that are offered at market. And that's a project that's being run by James Marone and Sylvia Beltrametti, both at the University of Chicago. Our third question is, how can policies be designed to disrupt markets, to reduce the demand for antiquities or the supply of antiquities, and to shift demand for artifacts away from looted ones towards artifacts that have good provenance, or that aren't even for sale, but rather possibly for available in other ways. And lastly, we're interested in the question of how it might be possible to better finance the protection of heritage. So we are hoping that the results of our project will inform the policy debate about how best to address the Syrian crisis, but also the more general global problem of how to preserve archaeological sites, in particular by offering new policy tools that perhaps haven't yet been considered, among them perhaps a pollution tax on antiquities, the idea of leasing antiquities, transparency mechanisms, and other newfangled policy devices. Thanks.